Hi everyone, today I'm in the hazel coppice part of our tiny woodland. We started coppicing the first winter actually, yeah, because we'd owned it a year by that point. We said we'd do nothing for a year and we didn't, and so we started coppicing not last winter, just gone, the winter before. And we decided we would coppice three reasons really. First and foremost, to preserve the art, the ancient art of coppicing. Woodlands have been managed by humans for centuries and centuries. As a result, a lot of people don't really realise this. The native wildlife have come to appreciate managed woodlands. A lot of people say Mother Nature knows best. Woodlands have been around for millennia without human intervention, but the truth is humans have shaped woodlands for as long as humans have been around. We've always used them as a source of shelter, a source of fuel, on into industry, into modern day, and coppicing really does show that quite well. An example that I've talked about before is the dormouse, endangered species, very, very sadly. They love coppice. They like to navigate their way around the woodland up high in the canopy. They very rarely touch the ground. Their feet very rarely touch the ground. And what coppicing does is it stops the hazel from becoming big trees, and it encourages this chaotic, bendy growth that interweaves with itself and each hazel stall. And then the dormice find that that's their little superhighway in the sky. They do like mixed age coppice. The reason for that is different ages of hazel stalls will attract different food sources for them. So even though we don't have dormice here, we wanted to start managing it for the wildlife. It gives a mosaicked habitat to the woodland. It allows sun, as you can see. So before we coppiced, zero sun here, and now beautiful, it's puddling on the woodland floor. What will that will do is allow the herb layer to regenerate. We might get wildflowers, and in turn they feed other parts of the woodland ecosystem like the butterflies. The second reason we wanted to coppice is because we wanted wood. So far we have probably only really used the wood as firewood. That was all it was really good for. We hope that by coppicing we can actually make some coppice poles that can be used for woodland craft, making hurdles, the type of fencing that you see, gates, various other structures. We have plans for a wood store with a roof, etc., etc. So we do have a lot of use for the wood itself. So 3 reasons: preserve the art, look after the wildlife, and look after ourselves to a degree. What you can see behind me is we've got a bit of hawthorn that's in bloom at the moment over there, so you'll have to train your eyes. Each hazel plant tree is called a stall, and what we do is we cut the poles down to the base on an angle so the water comes off. The danger arrives when the stall starts to send fresh, new, tender shoots the following spring, because we coppice in winter. The following spring it sends up these lovely shoots which deer find delicious. We have muntjac and roe confirmed in the woodland, and they will nibble anything that they can get their mouths around. They will even reach into bushes. We have lots and lots of wild cam footage of the various antics that they get up to. So we needed to work out a way of protecting those stalls to stop them being eaten as these new shoots came up. A little bit of research, erring on the more traditional side, don't want fencing, don't want anything like that. We want this to be open for all the wildlife to come and go. So what we did after coppicing the stalls, we then had an enormous amount of wood, including what's called brash, which is the twiggy material. And as you can see, I think around about here, we put hazel poles into the ground and to form a structure, and then we, through weaving the brash around, created a barrier to stop the deer from nibbling the new shoots. And I'm very pleased to say, a year later, it has worked. Very, very pleased to say that. The new shoots haven't been nibbled at all, in fact, that we've seen. Obviously, this is the time of year when the fresh spring leaf buds are coming through, which they find delicious. Not touched. It has worked. So we're really happy with that. We haven't had to buy anything, any fencing or any netting or any deer deterrent substances, anything like that. We have protected these stalls with the products that the Woodland has provided us, so completely free. What we will do is we'll coppice on a cycle. This is just a small area that you can see behind me that we've done. We did actually miss this winter because we were doing another project. So coming up this year at the beginning of felling season, we will coppice another small area, working towards having that mixed age that is so valuable to wildlife.